Hey Aquarius, welcome to your soul path reading. As soon as I went to start this, I got suddenly so tired and I'm like, oh, this is going to be a very interesting reading. I mean, it's already been very interesting because I've been seeing the Aquarius readings as being very like collective lately. If you watched the reading that I did, the galactic reading this morning, you will understand a little more why. But whoa, talk about crazy like energy drain, like almost immediately. Okay, for those of you that are new, welcome. I am an intuitive and I do channel through the readings. I'm not really looking for the traditional aspect of the tarot cards, so keep that in mind. Roles can also still be reversed. If you'd like a personal reading, if you'd like to learn more about me, read some of the books I've written, find out about the decks I've created, it's all down below. You can also do donations below, and I appreciate all the support, especially liking, commenting, subscribing. It helps the channel get out there to those that need to find the messages. Okay? So collectively here, all right, whatever you planted in the spring here, and I'm getting this feminine energy ticking off to the right here. Yeah, there's this energy that's a birth, okay? It is a like awakening of what you planted coming into abundance. You could be dealing with, okay, projections between you and a divine partnership of some sort or a situation, and it's going to create some work, okay, because it's almost like a fight from the past came in because somebody like wasn't through their transformation, and the other person is like, I'm out, okay? So take that as it resonates. So today we're going to be looking at where is your heart, okay? Ceres, okay, Queen of Cups in my aspect is in the sign of Cancer, and it just went conjunct recently with Black Moon Lilith. Okay, it's going to remain in Cancer, I believe until 2023, but regardless, it's really pulling into that heart space right now. And again, they wanted me to look here, the Pilgrim and the Poet, right? Like, you've made a choice to move forward, okay? So let's see what's going on, okay? Where is your heart, right? Aquarius heart. Thank you. The opposition. Thank you. What's being hidden? Oof. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, Spirit had to have me align that. Okay. What's going on in your mind? That's way too much. Oh my goodness, what's going on in your mind, Aquarius? Okay? It's all about whatever this is that you're birthing. Okay? Because we've got the Queen, we've got the womb, the ending. Okay? The death, the bardo. You could be a little concerned about this death and rebirth sort of energy. Okay. The mind. Thank you. Okay, what's being sparked, being created? Thank you. Okay, what is the strength? What is the strength? Thank you. Okay, emotional flow. Your emotional flow, thank you. Okay, what you're clearing, thank you. And the outcome. Thank you. underlying here, oh, we just got this from somebody else, okay? The underworld. I don't remember who it was. But yeah, like, again, it's being planted, right? It's all the growth that's happening under the surface right now. Okay. So let me get this set a little bit energetically. Okay. So at the heart of this, where's your heart? The nectar. Okay. You are, again, I feel like you've pulled away, right? Because you're growing. And again, it kind of feels like what I was talking about this morning, like, because there's all of these moons, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I mean, it's, right? Like all these lunar cycles that you've kind of grown through. You could have been growing through something really major in your heart space that felt out of reach, okay, for like a year and a half. And you're seeing it grow. But again, there's this aspect that you've had to adapt to get there. Okay, what's in opposition here is the village, right? Again, under the surface, you've completed a cycle. Nobody can quite see that, right? It's like you've built this underground city, right? Where you are keeping aspects out of somebody's hands. And what's being hidden here is, first off, I feel like maybe somebody came in with some judgment here. And that created, right? They're saying this is what created that projection, okay? This shadow that somebody was carrying, and I feel like they would like to apologize, but you're like, no, okay, thank you, right? I don't deal with that kind of stuff. But we've got here, right, the castle and the tear. Like you have kind of hidden all of this inside, right? It's a very Queen of Pentacles sort of an energy here, rather than being Queen of Swords, right, where you would just cut that mofo down, right? You're like, I'm loving myself and I'm not gonna let you see me cry. Okay, I'm loving myself and I will just stay out of your sight. Okay, now in your mind here, okay, I feel like you're gaining this strength of heart. Okay, it's like you're finding, it's almost like the Emperor's heart, right? Like I'm finding my strength in loving my tribe. And what's being sparked and created here is a fault line, okay, a fracture. And you may not see that. And they're showing me, so I had a weird dream the other night, and my mother like walked out my back door, and instead of my deck, it was like a cement patio, but it had a drop down to dirt, okay, and I didn't have a yard. And she turned on my water faucet and was flooding this like dirt yard at like 6 a.m. in the morning. And I was like, what are you doing, Mother? And she said, I gotta soften the foundation before the earthquake. So that may resonate. Somebody might have an idea that you can put down in the comments, okay? But again, right, there's something fracturing here, and it's being created because of everything that's in play here, right? The strength here is the Father, okay? And in this deck, it is 2, okay? Which would be the High Priestess energy. But it's interesting because it's almost like they took the High Priestess and the High Priest and combined it together, right? Like Hierophant and High Priestess, I'm going to combine it together and it becomes these different aspects of your cosmic energy and your 3D reality. Okay. And the emotional flow here is all primal. Okay. You're following your primal energies, which is telling you follow the sun, follow the sun, follow the sun, right? If you want to grow, follow the sun. Don't be in the cold, right? Follow the sun. Now, what you're clearing here is, again, the offering. It's like you are, somebody here, behind the scenes is trying to shed their skin, and you're like smudging the shit out of that. You're like, I don't even want to see that. Okay, I'm clearing you out of my life. I'm creating new manifestations. And yet, okay, the outcome here is that even though we have this, again, this projection on either side, the projection is creating this sort of tower moment on either side, and it is bringing these flames right here in together into this space where, like, the candles kind of melt down and all that's left is the fire. So let's go ahead and clarify a little bit. Okay, tell me about the nectar here, the growth here in your heart. Again, it's the Emperor. Like I said, you've got this very like spiritual, intuitive side. You've got this very knowledgeable 3D side, and you're not really letting things control you perhaps the way they used to. Yeah, okay. It's still there. The aspects are still there, but they're under the moon. Okay. I feel like, right, there's still curiosity about, I'm getting for someone, and this is not for everyone, okay, there was almost like a master and submissive sort of a energy here, perhaps between you and somebody. And it almost feels like there's still a little bit of curiosity if you had like wanted to go to that dark side energy. At least that's what you called it in the energy, right, that I'm picking up. But you did not. Okay, King of Swords. But there may have been a conversation or a shared vision between you and this person, and it's still being held on to very strongly, right? So the opposition here is that you've completed a cycle. You may be completing several, right? Because we had all of those moons, and you are, right, doing, it's like cycle after cycle. Like the Mercury retrograde could have been like very speedy in clearing things out for you, and you're keeping it kind of all under the surface, just kind of going with the flow of the village, right? Keeping your nest sort of sacred. And right, Four of Wands could be because you are in a commitment, okay, and you don't want blowback, right, from people, understanding that maybe you've taken things up a notch, or you have made some really, you know, higher level things go on, right? Four of Cups. Again, because you could be very sad about, again, this could have been third party, and you could be sad about this, leaving something behind. Because maybe it was all under the carpet and nobody knew, and you're still married. That's not for everyone, right? But somebody is caring for you and loving on you, and keeping you protected in all of this. So you've kind of hidden, right? The hidden part here is you've kind of, like, because of the shadow aspect here, you've kind of just shut something out. Yeah. Okay, Page of Swords. You're still making wishes, but you are kind of, it's like you're elevating yourself. They're showing me with, well, you did this, and you did this, and you did this, and you did this, right? But the wish is still there. You are still there. If this is this person, you are still their wish, right? Because Nine of Wands, there's an aspect here, especially of the masculine energy, which doesn't have to mean the male, but the masculine energy acknowledging their action was cutting. Nine of Wands, their action was cutting and hurtful. Okay, but you're not going to let them see you cry. You're loving on yourself. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm hiding that I've kind of gone through this death and rebirth, but in this I have closed off my heart in protection, and I'm making other routes of communication, right, to move myself forward. Now, in your mind, okay, there is this energy of my strength is my higher heart. My heart is my strength. Again, the Emperor. Okay, if I wear my heart on my sleeve, then whatever happens, let it fall where it be. Okay. Again, you are the wish. And probably within the next couple of weeks, you'll have a dream or get a message of somebody trying to showcase that they recognize, right? They've been overthinking about how they recognize that they were wrong, but it may be too little too late here with the fault line that has been already sparked. Yeah, okay. Queen of Cups. You've already closed up your shell. You've talked to your higher self, and you've emotionally pulled yourself into the water. Okay, loving on yourself. Ace of Cups in reverse. I'm not open to accept anything, right? And so we've got that father aspect here, right? Like, it's actually your strength. Like, it's your mind that is saying that your strength. Spirit is saying it's your mind that is saying that your strength is your heart. Okay, your mind is really working through that. For some of you, it is your mind that has been overthinking how this person doesn't want you when you still are their wish. Okay, again, the Emperor is the strength here. The Emperor is in the mind. Spirit's saying if you just be patient, right, you'll see this veil of that masculine energy rise. It will come through a little more pure. Right, there we go, the Hierophant. Again, it may be through dreams, it may be through energetic connection, but there's going to be, like, under the moon somehow, there's going to be some sort of healing with this full moon. Okay, your energetic flow here, right, is primal. Yeah, the Magician. Okay, our primal brain is in the brain, right? It is it is neural. It is the neocortex. And they're showing me, like, the higher divine feminine with the divine feminine that's like, oh, I was stupid or something like that, right? But you're like, okay, I'm wearing the dunce cap, but I'm going to manifest something different. But if you are manifesting it from the neocortex, from the primal brain, you're manifesting from a state of protective energy. So you're not really allowing yourself to manifest from the heart. Okay. Ace of Wands, what will grow out of this will be kind of a new path, a new story. But it might not be the story that you are desiring because you're doing it out of a protective nature, right? So it may slow things down a little bit. But again, you're like, I don't care, right? Like, I'm clearing out so I can manifest differently. I don't want what I wanted before. I'm clearing that out. Okay, right? Yeah. Okay, 10 of Wands and Strength here. You feel like the Emperor in your heart, that has been your aspect of, it's kind of been like the devil, right? It's kind of been like the demon, but the daemon, okay, which I taught in my week 5 empath course, is really about, okay, it's your guardian angel, right? And I talked about that too, again, in the celestial message this morning, right? Like, you will feel off to the left side when you ask that guardian angel to come in, but she can't feel anything because she's got everything, like, she's carrying all of this burden of this projection between, like, you and this person, right? Okay, but this Tower on both sides, okay, will come together. The candles will melt down and you will clear negative energies. When I do shamanic work with candles, I use it as a diagnostic, okay, to see what, from beyond birth and everything else, what's going on in your physical reality. And we let it burn, right? And then you can bury it or throw it away from your house. But again, right, it is really allowing yourself to release the burdens, to almost let them compost, right? To bury and let it compost, right? We've got that underworld. And then really come into that beautiful self-love, right? Of movement forward. Okay, Knight of Swords. And then you kind of sail forward with a lighter thought process, right? Then you can move into this, like, alignment at a higher level, okay? Gives you a brand new beginning. So let's go ahead and pull a couple of cards here from the universe for you. Oof. Okay. Again, Page of Cups. You're like, no, I'm just working, I'm just cleaning, I'm just doing this, I'm just doing that. But the emotions are raging around you, so it's not like you can really deny it. Okay. Yeah, 10 of Cups. Like I said, you're right. There's this energy of, right, the sun, the sun, the sun. You really want the sun. You're trying to get there to that. And you're like, no, I'm moving on to new happiness, but they're showing me here, and I've never seen it before, right? Like, she's carrying this, like, little goblin on her back, right? Like, she's holding on to the past, and she's like, no, I'm racing towards my future. Yeah. Okay, 5 of Wands. Again, you're still projecting with somebody, and you cannot get over that aspect. 7 of Swords in reverse. You could have opened up like a can of worms with this person, and the secret is out there. You can't take it back. They can't take it back. Okay, that's where the overthinking is coming in, right? Somebody could feel like they reacted very badly in the situation, perhaps because of the way that they were raised. It came out from a toxic cultural sort of an energy. 3 of Pentacles. You do want to find a way to work together, right? And there we have the Ace of Pentacles. Again, I feel like something will grow out of this. We have justice, right? So it will come through balanced in some way. But it's a process, right? There's a lot of active healing going on here. Okay, so let's close it off with an oracle, and then I am going to take it over to Patreon. Link is down below to take a deeper, intimate look here. Okay, again, right? The best way for you to heal this is to stay in your emotions, but also stay in the energy of play. Okay, swim in the happy joy of loving. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom. Go with the flow. Okay? Like, a lot of this is you're like, no emotions except for me. And Spirit's saying, right? Like, yeah, somebody's trying to protect you from these emotions, but there's an aspect here that you require those. All right? So I hope this helps you. If this is where we leave it, I will see you next time with the, I feel like, you know, being that this is Ceres, okay, Cancer, you may want to look at your moon as well in this soul path reading. And all of the soul path readings are always timeless, as are all the readings. So you may want to go back and see if one of the other soul path readings resonates for you if this did not. All right, so giving you so much love. For those coming to Patreon, I'll see you in a few minutes. All right, bye.